Welcome everybody to the LED Cast. This is our 9th episode. I'm your host, Doug Nebelsberger. I've got my co-host, Rebecca Healy. And then we've got our special guest of the day, Nate Dennis, our Director of Project and Energy Sales. Hey guys, how are you doing today?
I'm doing terrific. Thanks for having me on your podcast, Doug.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Happy that you're here. Rebecca, did you get snow today?
I did. And there was a couple accidents, so it's kind of one of those things. I was glad to stay home and not work, having to drive into work. So a lot of accidents, I was told. So what about you?
Yeah, wasn't very pleasant to wake up to snow. But anyways, I'm kind of curious.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I live, as you know, I live in Maine, and there was no snow today, so that's a good day.
Hey, I gotta ask, what the heck hat are you wearing?
So I was actually going to do it to see if I could stump Doug on this, but I don't know if you can read that. Okay, it says Maine Red Claws.
Yeah, is that like a USHL hockey team or something?
That would be a good guess, but actually, let's see. I'll give you another stab at this. Taco Fall. Do you know him?
Oh yeah, basketball player. So is an AAU team?
So it's the Celtics Development League team. So Taco comes up to a place called Portland, Maine, and plays about half his games, and then they recall him down to the Celtics. But it's the Maine Red Claws is the name of the Celtics development team.
I love the name. Very good mascot to have represent the region. Or
that's
the
right.
state.
Yeah, yes, I would think that that's pretty true. And also, just for the people that are watching the podcast, this won't be one of the questions, right, during the quiz. So.
Correct. We do have a question of the day, but not yet. Yep.
What's the jersey behind you, Nate?
All right. So I don't know if this is the right time to mention. So we talked about maybe sports that I played when I was a kid or younger. Not so much anymore, but I played two sports. I played soccer and I played hockey. Right? And
awesome.
so that's my jersey from the last men's team that I played on. It's been quite a while. But one of the things I discovered was when I played when I was a kid, you could be a slow, big guy and really play strong in the corners and along the boards and throw your weight around. But you know what? The game's changed so much that it's more of a finesse game now. And I didn't really have too much of that. So I had to hang up the skates.
That's awesome.
And Doug, what are you wearing today?
I've got my Bears jersey on. Mac Daddy himself, Khalil Mack. Been wearing it on and off, playing a lot of Madden here. PlayStation. If anybody's got it, hit me up. I'll take you to school. But anyways, let's get back to Nate.
Hey Nate, so we all miss sports and we want to get to know you better. So I've got only 2 questions. Are you ready?
Ready.
Nice. What is your favorite sports team?
So my favorite sports team, and it may have to change this fall, but has been the Patriots for the last 20 years.
Very nice.
That's it. Did
your quarterback just get traded?
I've heard a rumor that he may have signed for some bigger dollars somewhere down in Florida. But yeah. So we'll see what's going on with all that. Yeah, that's right.
And what is your favorite sports movie?
So I'm wondering if Doug remembers or knows that this one's called Slapshot.
Oh yeah.
And Slapshot's a classic hockey movie with Paul Newman as the player coach, and then a couple of goons, right? I forget, they were twins, and I forget what they were called.
Wasn't it the Hanson brothers?
Yes, the Hanson brothers. I couldn't think of it.
Oh, yeah, they like go up into the stands and stuff, and they'll fight there's no limits on who they'll fight. Yeah.
So that reminds me of the good old younger days of playing hockey, because that's what it was.
I accidentally watched that before a game in high school, and I spent a lot of time in the penalty box actually. A little fired up.
I would have been there with you. So, so I do have a quick little story to tell. So the Hanson brothers, after that movie, would go around and they had a little between periods gig, and they would travel around the country to all of the AHL type teams, and they would do like a little piece between periods of the game, and they would do that slingshot of Hanson Brothers jerseys into the crowd. And I had it. It was coming. It bounced off of my hands, and some little puke 2 rows down grabbed it. And so that's one of the many regrets of my life, right? Is not getting that Hanson Brothers smash face jersey.
Oh God, yeah, I bet that would be hanging up right next to your hockey jersey there if you had it, right?
It would have been.
Oh, jeez. Well, awesome. Thanks for sharing. Those were some fun stories. So I'm glad, Rebecca, you asked those questions. Let me pop up my my screen here and tell everybody what we're gonna do today. Let me get this in the share mode. All right, so yeah, again, this is our 9th episode of the LED Cast. Really appreciate everybody that's been watching or subscribing. I'm not sure we have that option, but anyways, if you haven't seen it yet, go to solera-solar.com. It's our solar landing page. We're building it out, so there'll be a lot more information there. You can find info on the new Hybrid 365 that we're launching next month. And if you're not following Rebecca on Instagram at Retrofitting Rebecca, please give her a follow. Really great content. Posts all the different marketing collateral that we have and share out there. So really a good follow to stay updated on light efficient design. And today we're really excited because we're moving people from the Solera 16 to the Innovative 8. So what does that mean? It means that you are guaranteed, if you move to the Innovative 8, you're guaranteed a 24-ounce branded Yeti Rambler there. But you still also have the opportunity to win some cash. Everybody likes cash, but you're at least guaranteed this nice Yeti Rambler. So really exciting. And if you're not in the tournament anymore, we started question of the day last podcast. We're bringing it back. We're gonna randomly pick 5 reps and 5 distributors that get the question of the day. So just keep listening and for that question of the day. And today we're gonna still give away some Solera swag, but we're talking about some hats, some ball caps. I know the one on the gray is a snapback. I'm a big fan. And the pink one is a ball cap. I'm not sure how it snaps on the back, but Rebecca's sported it at the office many times now. And it's a great look, I must say. It's a great look, Rebecca. So a couple options for our female and male listeners out there. So be on the lookout for question of the day. And the reason we have Nate on is not for us to keep talking hockey, but maybe we will, but is to talk to you guys about our Remfoss stairwell or corridor fixture. Just quickly for me, when we first merged our companies together early 2008, this was the one Remfoss product that I gravitated to more than any, because it was just so much fun to sell, because there's so many unique things, and I know Nate's going to talk about them, but there's just so many unique things about this that really make us stand out from everybody else out there. And there's a lot of stairwell fixtures out there, so it makes it fun. So just kind of keep in mind and listen for all these different things that help this product stand out from the rest of it out there. So Nate, Director of Project and Energy Sales, based out of the Middleton office, our Manufacturing and Innovation Center, and stationed in Maine. What's going on?
Live from Maine. Let's talk about stairwells. This is, as Doug says, truly a fun product to sell. And one of the things that we've been working with our customer base on is when you see stairwell on a spec, or when you're canvassing a job, or you get a request from an electrician and stairwell is in it, think the Remfoss light efficient design fixture, because we have the best one and it has a lot of flexibility built into it. As you can, if you're looking at the slide, you can kind of see the word flex, which kind of tips off the flexibility of it. So I love selling this. A number of the accounts that I've worked closely with use this religiously, and we've had a ton of good luck with it. So there's probably 4 things on this slide to highlight. Flex color and flex wattage, and understand in a little bit, Doug's going to take me live so I can show you a few of the things live. But That means the ability to change the color temperature. And we all know, and if you've done so many of these jobs, that as soon as you spec 3,500 on the job, and inevitably somebody says, oh, geez, I wish it was 4,000 Kelvin. So it has a little color flick switch inside that allows you to adjust the color. The flex wattage, that's really important for several reasons. One, if you're just looking at a spec, sometimes you don't really know how much light you'll need in that stairwell. So the ability to adjust the switch inside to increase the light level or decrease it for better energy savings, it's all built into the fixture to give you that flexibility. So nobody has to worry about a return for color temperature or a return because it wasn't bright enough. It fits all those categories, so it's really simple.
And
We've gone on. Oops, go ahead.
Yeah, and do we have all those combinations? I know it's 12 combinations, but we list them with DLC at all the different levels, correct?
Yeah, so that's real important. The DLC listing on it is DLC Premium, which means it meets the higher level standards of DLC. And then if you're trying to put together a bill of materials, whether or not it's to put through a utility program for energy savings, you can go and you can look at 3,500 Kelvin at whatever wattage that you need, and it's listed there on DLC. So it's really easy for anybody to complete the paperwork or communicate to their customer what they're getting for wattage and color temperature.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the assist, the setup, or anyway. So I think that was definitely a goal. Yeah, right, a goal or a hoop. So anyway, so we go on. We talk about flex control. We offer some different types of sensors that go inside of it, and that's pretty cool. That you can set a sensor and use a little handheld remote, which I don't have next to me. Otherwise, I'd show you. The handheld remote lets you set it for, it comes at 100% and drops to 30% when there's nobody around. You need that listing for a stairwell. But if you're not putting it, and Doug mentioned early on that this is also a passageway fixture. So for back of house applications, down hallways, if nobody's going to be using that hallway, why even keep the light on? So maybe drop it to 30% and then after a while turn it to off. So you can do that with our flex controls. And I think,
where is the sensor? I don't see it.
Oh boy, another assist. I love it.
Professional crew here, Nate.
Yeah.
Professionals.
So the you guys came prepared. So Rebecca, the sensor lives behind the lens, which makes it really neat because a lot of our competitors, the electrician has to bolt the sensor onto the side of the fixture. And actually, I might even have one of those. Hang on. So this is how you did it in the old days. This is the old-fashioned sensor with lots of wires. And then the electrician would then have to turn around and wire this bad boy to the fixture in the field. And that creates cost for them. So when we can ship the product with the sensor built inside of it straight from our factory in Middleton, Massachusetts, it's beautiful, it's hidden, and nobody can mess with it. And so it makes for a good solution.
Awesome.
So let's see, what else? Do you want me to show what we've done with the extension? I have a few of the new parts and pieces here.
Yeah, let's, because the flex fixture thing is kind of something new that, I mean, most people do know us at this point for flex color and flex watt, and it's good to explain the flex control strategy once again, but I think showing this flex fixture strategy, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen there, but we've got a few different styles of end caps that Nate's going to show. So let me stop sharing, and now we've got Nate a little bit larger on the screen.
Yeah, a little larger. So here we go. So the fixture, which I have right here, the fixture comes in 2 foot, 3 foot, and 4 foot lengths. So we do an awful lot, obviously, of 4 foot, but I'm surprised there's also a ton of 3 foot variations out there as well. I wanted to show you what we've done to extend the fixture a little bit. Firstly, on the ends here, the lens is pretty cool. It's really easy to take off, And the lens the lens that we use on it is called a high transmission lens, which means it's thin, but we also put some ribs inside of it. And that ribbing inside of it, if you think about like a glaring LED light shining into your eyes, actually I should have done it this way. The glaring light will shine from an LED, shines against the ribbed lens on the inside and fractures it. So it creates a really smooth light. But then we added somebody, when you come to training in Middleton, and we'll start up those trainings once this COVID thing blows over. One of the things that I talk about in the training, and I'll let the cat out of the bag here because I think it's kind of fun and it fits with the podcast, is we had a customer that was a university that bought a lot of these. And maybe even Doug can relate to this when he was in college. The kids one weekend in the freshman dorm stole the lenses off the fixture and used them as chip bowls, which I thought was incredible.
Go Hoosiers.
I thought it wasn't that university, but it could have been. But I thought that was actually pretty clever, and I wish that I had thought of it. But
we took the closet doors off for Pong. We'll just say Pong. We'll use a general, right?
That's right. That's perfect. And then what's the other thing that you could have used a closet? What's the football game where you fold it into a little square?
Paper football.
Yeah, so where you do the little field goal things.
Yeah, we needed a Pong table, so we just took it off the hinges and laid it over a couple chairs, and we were good to go. Wow, for a little while. Different story.
So a lot of fun in college. Also tried to learn a few things. Anyway, we came out. So anyway, they called and they needed more because apparently the chip bowls were pretty popular. So they needed some way to lock the lens on here. So we created this little lens cap here, which goes onto the sides and now looks like, let's see if I can do it. Looks like that. And it does two things. It makes the fixture a little more decorative, and it locks the lens in place, so no more chip bowls. The other things customers said, oh, that's pretty cool, but can you do that same thing in a little bit more decorative? And this is a brushed nickel. So I'm going to set that on the end there so you can see it. So now we've been able to decorate this a little bit more. And if you're using this in a stairwell, like maybe at a hotel or at an insurance building where they need the stairwell fixture, but they need it to be a little more decorative, this is a really nice, inexpensive addition onto. And this is why we're calling this flex fixture, because you can take that basic stairwell and do a lot of nice things with it. The other area that we started using this in is like over bed lighting for like nursing homes and assisted living. A lot of focus on that right now, so even down a hallway where you want to like a little bit of a nicer look with the same type of stairwell and passage rated fixture. So that's a nice look. And then we had one other request, which is to do this as a little more decorative.
Whoa, that's fancy. Now that's fancy.
So now this allows you to really dress it up. And again, going back to the stairwell, having something nice, but also over vanity lighting, lots of uses for the product, so you can extend it beyond just simply being a stairwell product. And what's nice for a facility guy, if you end up using this in your stairwells, maybe down your hallways and back of house, you decorate it up a little bit, you put it up over your vanity. Now you have just like one fixture type that you use in multiple locations. So it's easier to train staff on maintenance. It's easier to maybe keep one around as a hot spare, just in case something happened and you needed to replace it quick. That same fixture works in all those locations. So flex fixture.
So Nate, I noticed that the fixture since we can see it so well, it looked a little bit wider than other fixtures that I've seen out there in the market. So is it, or was that just like little smoke and mirrors? I don't know.
So not an illusion. You're correct. So I'm going to show, again, when people come to Middleton, Mass for our trainings that we do at our Innovation Center, I tell another story, which I'll let out of the bag here on the podcast to all you listeners that took the time to tune in. This here is the original stairwell fixture. My first stairwell job I ever did was 600 fixtures, and it looked a little bit like this fixture. I won't show you what the brand is. And the electrician called me the next day. He was very pissed off. And he used 4-letter words that I'd never heard before. And I was like, I couldn't understand because I was so proud of myself because it was a cool job, right? Well, when you compare the width of these two guys, this is our fixture and this fixture, the issue is when you remove the fixture off the wall, if you can picture this mounted on the wall, when you rip it off the wall, people have painted around that fixture like, hundreds of times over the years. And so you have a paint mark there. And when you use a skinny little one that looks like this, it doesn't cover all of that. So you're right, Doug, it's really expensive to hire a painter to come back in, touch up around the fixture. So you've lost, even though you might have found a way to save a few dollars on buying a cheap stairwell fixture, you've lost all that economic benefit because somebody has to come back through and paint and clean up the mess. So we make our fixture about 1 inch wider than a standard fixture to cover up all that yucky paint scars.
Awesome. I love the story too. I think that really just illustrates, because you're probably not the only person that's been in that spot before. I mean, I'm sure others have run into that and have gotten that angry phone call, email, text message.
And the other issue, and you're right, the other issue with the skinny little narrower bodies or the smaller bodies that you'll see on some brands is you can't put an emergency backup into them, which is very important for a lot of stairwell fixtures. So now you have to stub out of that, get another little box, mount emergency into that, and that's expensive. So our fixture with the extra wide body will house a battery backup as well, and we'll install it. We'll install it for our customers right in Massachusetts.
You heard it, right in Middleton, Massachusetts is where that EMG gets installed into that fixture. So lead times are quite reasonable when working with us and adding an emergency battery backup to. Not only.
Nate, I was going to say, just a quick question. What are the lengths of the LiveCs?
Yeah, so the lengths are available in 2, 3, and 4 foot lengths. And as I said, a 4 foot is the most common, but I'm really surprised. We sell a ton of 3 footers, also obviously 2 footers, but so be on if you're out there and you need assistance, it's so flexible with all the different amounts of sizes, wattages, color temperatures, goes on and on.
Yeah, give us a look on the LiveC, our stairwell or corridor fixture, #1 out there. Rated by many. I don't have the list to share with you guys, but a lot of people say it's their favorite stairwell fixture. They just got to get to know it a little bit. So, Nate, thank you very much for walking us through that. I think many people watching this are going to be, I wouldn't say surprised, but they're going to say, "Hey, I didn't know all of that about your stairwell fixture. There's a lot of cool features in there and things that I can sell to my customer." On why this is, this should be the go-to stairwell fixture.
So again, every time somebody utters the word stairwell, immediately associated with this brand because you have so many flexible options to make it work for you and your customer.
Yeah, and certainly priced well too. We won't share the pricing on this podcast, but give our rep a call or a regional a call, and I think you'll find that we're priced quite fairly for what we're offering here. So now we're going to jump back, and I think it might be that time where, let me not mess this up. Gotta go share screen. And it is time for the question of the day. You guys see the question of the day on your end?
We can.
Boom.
Digging in the middle.
Question of the day is, what solar product did we, Light Efficient Design, just feature on LinkedIn? Give you guys a hint. Go check out Light Efficient Design on LinkedIn. You'll find a nice solar success story. We continue to bring more of these out. I think we just did a few, and we got a couple more in queue right now. But even another hint is a part number, and all you have to do is send RP-S and then fill in the blank with the next 2 letters. We don't need the entire part number. All you need to do is email your answer to contest@led-llc.com by 5 o'clock, whatever time zone you're in. We don't care. We're just making it easy for you. Whatever time zone you're in, 5 o'clock on Monday, April 20th, 4/20. So go check us out on LinkedIn. Give us a like, give us a share, do it all. But let us know, and you'll be entered into that raffle. 5 distributors, 5 reps will win a Solera ball cap. So yeah, check it out.
So this, Doug, this product, and we can't say the name, right? We don't want to give any hints,
Correct.
has been really popular at universities. And we have some examples of that, and then also at prisons. Which is interesting.
We might be talking about different products.
Oh, well,
And-
so we'll have to see. Maybe
I
we
would
are.
say business parks might be one of the big ones.
Okay. All
I
right.
can see that. I can see that in prison for sure.
Okay. Rebecca knows. No, I'm
Yeah,
just.
not that we've
Anyway.
seen those, but anyway, all right.
All right, here we go. This is what the 16 people watching this. I hope there's more than 16 people watching, but anyways, 16 of them out there waiting to see if they're going to be moving into the Innovative 8. We've got a couple people here that both had perfect scores. We've got this is kind of interesting, but Mike's a big Bama fan, Roll Tide, and Riley is a big Colts fan. So everyone wants to shy away from that. Hey, can a college team beat a pro team? There was that year when Peyton Manning, had his neck surgery and the Colts were bottom of the barrel, and some might say Bama could take the Colts, but I'm here, or I guess we're here to figure out if it's possible in this tournament, Solera Madness, if someone's favorite team, Bama, can overtake a pro team. And the winner, moving in to the Innovative 8, really trying to build this up, it's Riley from Hampton Zimmer. Is that right, Nate? You're a Northeast guy.
Zimmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Riley. You and your Indianapolis Colts move on to the Innovative 8. Mike Bemis, don't worry. You will be getting a Solera 14-ounce Yeti coffee mug. So you're not not going home empty-handed.
He made a nice run, Mike.
Absolutely. Now moving to the screw and retrofits region, we've got Tim from Voss is going up against another Vegas person here. He had to face Coy last round from Las Vegas, and Kevin is also from Las Vegas. So this one actually went to double overtime. Both of them picked paper, so that didn't solve the tiebreaker. This round, the tiebreaker number was 92 on the higher end. And with that, moving on to the Innovative 8 is Tim from Voss Lighting. Congratulations. Kevin, thank you for participating. You're also a winner, though. And I hope those new 20-watt, 30-watt wall packs are helping you on your opportunities. So thanks for reaching out to me on that.
I'll always love that double overtime.
Double overtime doesn't get any more exciting, but I would argue that this gets a little bit more exciting. Rebecca, what do we got going on?
Absolutely. We have an advertisement from Light Efficient Design. What eye-opening photos of Solera solar lights illuminating areas where there is no power. I'm seeing projects where they had power but decided to go solar. But seeing is believing, folks. Thank you to those who sent in photos to show just how powerful Light Efficient Design, the Solera brand fixtures can brighten up an area. We're talking statues, flagpoles, dog parks, steps on a staircase. If there's something in the dark, Solera can light it up. Back to you, Doug.
Absolutely. Free to shine, too. Free to shine. Moving on to the durable and rugged work lights region, we've got an international matchup. Clinton from Ecole in Canada versus Jason from Kirby in Indianapolis, or Indiana at least. Maple Leafs versus Colts. I'm going to have to lean towards the Maple Leafs here, but who do you guys like? Do you guys like Canada or the U.S. in this matchup?
I think that I'm going Canada just because you gotta love the Maple Leafs, one of the original
The original
NHL team,
six.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rebecca?
I'm gonna go with Jason R because R is the first letter in my name, so I think he's.
Everybody's got their own strategy. But yeah, let's see who's moving on to the Innovative Eight. And it's Clinton. Congratulations, Clinton and Canada, for moving on to the Innovative Eight. Jason, you're not going home empty-handed, so don't worry. We'll be reaching out to you. Moving on to the fixtures region where the stairwell fixture resides. We've got Mike from Kansas City, big Chiefs fan, versus Jeff from Rexel in Jacksonville, big Jaguars fan. So a little AFC matchup. Not sure if they really ever crossed paths between the peaks of the two teams. I think the Jags peaked a few years ago, and Kansas City's still peaking, as Nate knows, unfortunately now. But he's not mad. They got a lot of rings over there in New England. So moving on to the Innovative Eight is Jeff from Rexel. The Jaguars prevail. They say, sorry, Patrick Mahomes, but no tricks here. Jaguars and Jeff from Rexel moving on to the Innovative Eight. Quick word from Light Efficient Design. Light Efficient Design's new shoebox wall pack retrofits are smaller than ever. In fact, they actually are the same size as the equivalent HID lamps that they're replacing. The new 8086 or 8087 20 and 30 watt lamps are actually the same size as the ED17 metal halide lamp, which is the smallest HID lamp out there. And then the LED 8089 G5 is the same size and profile of that infamous ED28 Shorty 250 or 400 watt. At Light Efficient Design, we're starting to now offer hashtag guaranteed fit. Everyone's run into the issue where the lamp doesn't fit in the fixture, and then you have to go back to the drawing board. With guaranteed fit, we're taking away that objection. Thank you, Light Efficient Design. Ooh, moving on to the pin base retrofits. Nate, how pin base retrofits? What are we up? 500, 600%?
Yeah, we're up a lot ever since one company went away out of the market. We've moved nicely into that space. But I do want to give a quick shout out to Kevin. And after the third round, I took a snapshot of this and emailed it to him and gave him a high five. So awesome. my money's on Kevin, but we'll see. It's been a tough go here.
Got Kevin, a big New Jersey Devils fan. You know, they had their heydays back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And we've got Sean, big Steelers fan who, you know, they've had some recent success, but, you know, back in the 70s was really, the steel curtain. So we'll see who's moving on, Devils or Steelers. And it's Kevin and the Devils moving on to the Innovative Eight. Sean, you've been a great participant. Appreciate all the emails that you've sent our way. But congratulations, Kevin, on the Innovative Eight. You guys are both winners of some Yeti stuff, so very cool. But Kevin, a chance at the big money. The hometown region, the Solar Lights, we've got Tyler from Clower, another Alabama fan. Last one went home. Again, it's Bill C., big Cubs fan. So naturally, I'm sorry, Tyler, but I'm going to be rooting for Bill C. and Scott Electric here. Rebecca, who do you like?
Well, Tyler is now an LED champion. So whoa. I know. And I'm hard because obviously they're both now LED champions. Bill obviously does a great job for us. And then Ike, who is the rep for Clower Electric, Ike just has my heart. So I'm torn. I wish I could do everybody gets a participation, trophy, but
this is not AYSO soccer. We're announcing some winners here. So moving on to the Innovative Eight is an LED champion from Light Efficient Design, and it's Tyler. Roll Tide. We got one Roll Tide moving on to the Innovative Eight. Bill, thank you for participating, and also thanks for the kind emails that you've sent to us as well. So a lot of fun there. Another quick ad from Light Efficient Design. You guys are great.
So Light Efficient Design has these new A21, A23 retrofits ready to ship. These high output lamps put out anywhere between 2,000 and 5,000 lumens. Yeah, you heard that right. Frosted lens to reduce the glare, multi-volt 120 through 277. They've got a 14, 20, 25, 35 watt unit with a range of Kelvin temperatures, IP64 rated, Energy Star rated, enclosed rated. They've got a wider light distribution than a typical bollard. Very, very exciting to share this with you. Light Efficient Design distributors should definitely be stocking these. Back to you, Doug.
Ooh, I like a little sales strategy there too, Rebecca. And Light Efficient Design, I guess they're the ones that wrote the material. But anyways, moving along to one of our last regions, the Collaborate region. We've got a couple favorites here. We've got Adam, who him and his wife just had a newborn over the weekend, and then we've got Benny Buckets from Van Meter. I was this one kind of, I don't know, both Packer fans. I'm wearing a Bears jersey. I don't know if I want either of these guys moving on, but they're both great guys, so I'll be happy to see who moves on. But we've got Adam is in Raleigh, North Carolina, home of the Wolfpack, NC State, and then we got Ben out of Cedar Rapids. Shout out to Ed Helms, great flick, Cedar Rapids, if you haven't seen it. Anyways, moving on to the Innovative 8 is nobody. They're both Packers fans. Nobody moved. I'm just kidding. We've got Adam from Voss Lighting. So congratulations, Adam. You're continuing to dance, and Ben, thanks for all the kind emails and stuff. Been a lot of fun having you guys both involved. So Ben, you're not going home empty-handed, and Adam, you're continuing to dance with us. The last region, we've got Kevin Smith from French Girlman in St. Louis. Big Cardinals fan. God, a lot of people like teams I do not like. This is really getting awkward. And then we've got James Worthy, as we named him the other day, but it's James White from Jex Pro in Las Vegas.
I love the name. Gotta love that name.
Yeah, Patriot guy over there. Yeah. Anyways, okay, what do you guys like here? Kevin or James? We got Las Vegas versus St. Louis. Thoughts?
I gotta go with the name, right? I gotta go with James White. I mean,
yeah, receiving running back for the Patriots, also works at Jex Pro in Las Vegas. Crazy.
Little extra money.
Rebecca?
I'm going to have to go with Kevin.
All right. And the last contestant making it to the Innovative 8 is our Cardinals fan. Nah, I'm just kidding, Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin. Thanks. And thanks, James, for participating. You've been a great contestant as well. You're not going home empty-handed. Kevin, you're continuing to dance. That concludes it. Just a reminder, though, Solera's Solar Hybrid 365s coming out next month. This is a LED solar area light fixture, all-in-one design, powered by the sun, backed up by line voltage so that we can guarantee 365 nights of light. Yes, 365 nights of light, free to shine. Solera Solar Lighting, your partners for commercial grade solar lighting. So more info coming out on that. But thank you everybody for watching, for participating. We got that question of the day, opportunities to win. For those that didn't make it to the Innovative 8, we'll be reaching out to you, and you'll be getting that 14-ounce branded, Solera branded Yeti mug, coffee mug. And those that did advance, you're at least guaranteed that 24-ounce Rambler with a chance at $100, $250, or $500. Wow. Exciting stuff. But also, Nate, thank you very much for joining us today. You did an excellent job. Again, I think a lot of people are going to take at least a few things away from your presentation. So just really a great product. And I just really want more people to be aware of what we have to offer under the Remfoss brand. Rebecca, excellent job co-hosting, great assists. We're really developing a rapport here as professional podcasters, which is quite a stretch. But anyways, had a lot of fun. So thank you guys for being on today. And